Hey everyone, this is Aquarius Oracle Tarot. It's Kay, and just wanted to do some oracle messages for y'all. These are timeless oracle messages for when you find them, and hopefully when they find you well. Just getting started with my channel, so I'm trying some new things, trying to make things look professional. I'm just not used to doing things on video. Most of my card reading experience has occurred, in person, and some virtual stuff, some phone stuff in the past, and primarily that over the last several years. But I think I'm just still getting used to how to set up my, YouTube stuff. So if you've come back to view, I appreciate you coming back to view, and hopefully you see things change for the better as I go along and learn more. And do more with these. So today I'm going to be using the Star Tarot. That is the second edition by Kathy McClelland. And I'm also going to use a couple of oracle cards from the Sacred Forest Oracle by Denise Linn. So this is again timeless oracle messages and tarot for the viewer whenever you find these. So first I'm going to start with one of these oracle cards, which are just these beautiful Sacred Forest Oracle. Really, really beautiful cards. So we've got Owl Spirit is the first card. Oh, this is such a gorgeous card. This deck is really something else. And for those of you who are already seeing things that make you feel like, oh, this one's for me, this is number 27, so 2 and 7 is 9. And we've got that beautiful owl right up here in the middle, which is about your higher wisdom. So this is Owl Spirit coming in. Basically, I'm thinking that right now where you're at, you're not trusting your wisdom so much, but we'll see what we find out. So I've got Star Tarot, Prince of Swords, Prince of Wands, Judgment, and Six of Pentacles. Okay, so I think recently, maybe recent past, you've been sort of maybe not trusting your instinct in terms of work. And it's kind of making you question yourself a little bit. So, for those of you who are having some question about whether or not you're doing the right job, whether or not you're at the job that you should be at, I really feel like maybe you're destined for something more. But right now this sort of pays the bills for you. So let me just try to get these a little bit more in view. So, with the current job you have, this is going to be like a little bit more career oriented, I think. With the current job you have, you're basically at a point where, you're not feeling very satisfied or challenged. Or maybe you're feeling very challenged and you're just not sure if this is the right fit, but it's paying the bills. So you're sort of thinking to yourself, where am I going to go from here? Is this what I really want to do? It sort of feels like maybe there's a couple of people at work that are like you almost have to battle them off. Either they're coming to you constantly for help because you know what you're doing, or they're coming to you constantly and assigning work to you because you don't say no to all of the work that they're giving you. So really important to remember that you do what you can, right? And if you can't take on more projects, it's okay to say no. And maybe what's happening is that even though this is a job that you wanted originally, that you're sort of at this point where you're feeling maybe a little bit burnt out. And I think it's because you're always having to either fight off criticism on your work, or you're having to fight off people demanding things of you. Maybe there's a lot of deadlines. I'm just feeling like some really severe, like pressure, right? Like you're getting a lot of pressure and you're sort of starting to think to yourself like, is this really what I wanted out of this, experience here? I mean, the Six of Pentacles is making me feel like you are feeling like there's a good amount of balance in the job, and maybe at first you felt that way, but it's gotten to the point where the money's really good now. Like maybe you didn't start out with a really high paying position, and where you're at now, it's like, oh my goodness, like if I walk away, I'm not going to be getting that kind of money anymore. Where am I going to get that kind of money, doing similar stuff or stuff that I like to do? But this job I think really brings out like just these good parts of you, right? Like there's parts of it that you don't enjoy, but there's a lot of it that you do enjoy. And, to me, it's sort of like you feel like you're in your power here. You feel like you're just really good at what you're doing right now. And it's almost like, maybe there's some new people come into the picture that's making you second guess, or maybe you feel like you don't have the opportunity to move up at this point where you're at. So with the owl spirit, I'm getting, maybe you're interested in getting some more education. Maybe you're interested in, going back to school. Maybe you're interested in doing some certification courses so you can improve. I'm feeling like this is a medical related position because, I've got the medicine wheel showing up in a couple of different cards here. And the star deck is one of my favorite visual decks, but, I'm getting a lot of equal balance of finances with this job. Like maybe it's the first job you've had that you really are paying the bills and you've got a little extra and everything's going great at this point, but still there's parts of it that you don't really like, and it's almost like you're almost like hungry for a challenge or hungry for a change here. And I get that a little bit with the Prince of Swords. I feel like, there's maybe this feeling that you're getting that you're not as satisfied, and maybe there's people making demands of you that you're not really happy with, and that's changing your perspective on everything. So then I've got Nine of Cups, which is great. I've got the Sun. I've got Six of Cups and Queen of Cups. So I don't know. It's almost like you're looking for a relationship to come out of this. Maybe there's somebody at work that you were dating, or that you're interested in. But with the way that things kind of form in the future, it's almost like you get everything that you want satisfied emotionally out of this job. And it's like you're just kind of coming into your own after you've made a decision here, sort of consulting your inner wisdom about what your next step should be. And then come the Nine of Cups, the Sun, the Six of Cups, the Queen of Cups, which are like all these wonderful omens and things happening. So let's just look at the Nine of Cups. So we've got this, this beautiful woman is sitting here, and there's peace and love just pouring over her. Okay. So, initially, I feel like maybe during work stuff, you're feeling like, hey, I'm not having time to do things, but I really want a balanced career. I want to be able to do these things and pay my bills and all that. And then I've got like the Sun card comes up, and it's just this, everything is blossoming, beautiful, shining, radiant energy from the Sun. I mean, the Sun card, this is Leo energy. Maybe you're going to meet a Leo at work, something like that. Six of Cups energy, I'm getting a little bit of like a Gemini energy out of this, because I've got these two little folks up here riding the Pegasus, riding the unicorn, and all these lotus flowers. I mean, I really feel like there's this balance of energy, because I've got Six of Pentacles and Six of Cups, and to me that's a lot of balance happening. So maybe you've met someone and you're just not really sure how to fit things into your career life. But I really feel like that everything's coming up really satisfying in a way. And this is like the woman or man of your dreams, this Queen of Cups represented here, with just, this is like trusting your emotion. This is, the moon is in the background, this beautiful full moon. She's got the chalice in her hands with her heart. So it's really like you've got your heart in your hands sort of thing happening. Interesting that it kind of takes this turn. So, I don't know. I think in the recent past, it was kind of like maybe you had this expectation that you needed to set things up in your life and get things sort of the just so, so that way you could pay your bills and feel like you're ready to get into a relationship. And with the Owl Spirit Wisdom card, I think, there's a lot to where you are right now that is going to be important, plays an important role in the whole sort of situation. So the owl spirit is trusting in your ability, seeing the deepest truth in situations and in people, growing the wisdom within you, things that you're not aware of now, you want to become aware of, and this is a good time to make that happen. So there are messages from spirit all around you, and when you look for them and find them, you have to trust them. Okay, so that's owl spirit wisdom coming in for you. So I kind of feel like almost like you're doing this 9 to 5, this mundane sort of life. You've made it just so that you have this job that's satisfying, your stuff, maybe you're a little bored, maybe not challenged there, but things are balanced, and so you're kind of plugging along, and then boom, out of nowhere you have this peace and love just pouring over you. And the Sun card comes out, the Six of Cups, the Queen of Cups. I mean, I'm really feeling like somebody comes in and just sweeps you off your feet, and you don't know where to turn because things were so stable before. Things were so steady before, and it's almost like you get this awakening and you meet somebody who just brings this out in you. And I think this is somebody that, again, I think that's somebody that you meet in the workplace, and they just see something in you that they immediately think, oh my goodness, this is the person. And I just get that vibe a lot with the Nine of Cups, Queen of Cups, Six of Cups, the Sun, and just maybe you have this inner need for not feeling lonely in your job, or not feeling like you're doing all of this for nothing. Because in the beginning here, it's almost like I get the feeling like you're working so hard to try to make this life, but then who are you sharing it with, right? And then once you take some time to recognize, I think almost like this person's in your life, and you're just kind of overlooking them because you're so distracted or that you've got a lot going on. So anyway, I hope this resonates in some way. And if it does resonate, please leave a comment. Let me know where it made sense for you. And hopefully you'll join me for another one. Thank you.